What's good, y'all? It's your boy Pat the Designer back at it again, here to break down some Cubs baseball. I know what you're thinking. Pat, ain't you a Sox fan? Why are you breaking down the Cubs, brother? Because ain't nobody else doing it like this. And because I'm watching the games and I'm actually looking at what happened. I'm not going to lie to you, Cubs fans. You should feel good about the way your team left this weekend versus the Brewers. Now, before we do that, make sure y'all like the video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the page. We do talk Chicago sports daily on this channel. It's the only channel to talk Chicago sports, how Chicago talk. So make sure that you get in tune with us, man. This is the thing that I will say, right? When I'm looking at what we saw in this first series versus the Brewers, I have to give credit where credit is due. First off, Kyle Hendricks is a magician. That's all you need to say. That's all you need to know. When you're talking about, I mean, listen, nobody is pitching the way that he's pitching. Like, that is some 1980s level pitching stuff right there. 5 innings, did give up 5 hits, only gave up 1 run, 7 strikeouts. He's just like, yeah, throws at 87. I don't think he didn't have, no, actually, I know for a fact, he did not have one pitch in the game that went above 90 miles an hour. A gem, as the Cubs won that one 5-4. And that second game, the Cubs absolutely just dominated. Here's the thing that I like about this, though, right? You're seeing this Cubs team build a different level of camaraderie early. I don't think that a lot of people are predicting this Cubs team to win a lot of games. I don't think that a lot of people are predicting this Cubs team to make it far, but I'm going to tell you this right now. This team is in a division in baseball that is very winnable. What's the best team in the division? The Cardinals? They made some nice additions, okay, little bitty things. Nothing crazy, nothing that puts the Cubs out of the realm of playoff hopes. And this series showed me, guess what? You can add Andrew McCutchen to the team. They still can't hit. Like, Andrew can kind of hit, but they still can't hit. They haven't figured out how to hit the baseball now. And as far as pitching goes, you got to their pitching. You did that. Yeah, guess what? You beat the Cy Young. After that, it's all downhill. And of course, the exciting things for all Cubs fans is that you saw Seiya Suzuki get his first big league bomb. This dude hits dingers, by the way. You saw him go get his first big league bomb. Did a good job in the whole series, I think, and just in his debut. You know, I like what I saw from him as well. But here's the thing that I take away from this game, right? Listen, the Brewers and Cubs is not a relationship that's at a loss for love out here, right? Like, these mugs can't stand each other. These mugs legitimately hate. Andrew McCutchen has been here, what, an hour? And he already hates the Cubs? Like, where'd that come from? Anyway, you have to look at what you saw on the field and realize now that it is Willie's team 110%. And by the way, you might want to pay that guy, but it is 100% Willie's team. They come out there, listen, you hit our guy, you hit our guy, you hit our guy. We've dealt with it. But here's the thing, those little hits, as a Sox fan, right? Those little dings, those little hits to the wrist, hits to the knee, those are things that can absolutely take players out for quite a bit of time. And the Cubs don't have the depth of talent where you can start taking some of our guys out, and guess what? We're gonna be okay moving forward. So, like, I like to see that the Cubs were like, listen, I'm sick of this. Let's take this mug old school. Like, this was a old school series, bro. Like, let's take this mug old school, hit them in the ribs. Now, I don't think that you should be aiming for people's heads and stuff like that when it's all said and done, because, you know, I think that gets a little bit out of the realm of like, okay, we actually care if this dude comes alive a lot. But you got to send a message, and they did finally send a message back to Andrew McCutchen. I believe after 3 Cubs were hitting that series already, they finally sent a message back to McCutchen, and you hope McCutchen takes that message back to his locker room. By the way, the Brewers pitching was absolutely atrocious in this series, which is why the Cubs did such a great job against them. But you take that message back to them, and it's early in the season. It's cold out there. Hey, listen, get it together, because y'all hitting them and they hitting me, and I'm going to have a problem with it. But I really love that the Cubs are willing to stand up for each other, that they're willing to go out there and at a minimum be like, listen, you're not going to keep hitting our guys and get away from it. Shout out to Thompson. I think he went 2.5 and then was tossed after he hits him. I mean, that's the stuff you got to do. And he was killing it too. That's the best part about it. Like, in 2 2/3 inning, he hadn't allowed a run. He struck out 4 and he'd walked 1. Like, he was killing the game for him. So the fact that he just goes out there and he's like, you know what? Hey, take this with you. I rock with that. And I think it's something that can build camaraderie. It can bring these guys together. And a series win to start the season can have you believing and starting on a right high. So as they head in here to Pittsburgh for a 2-game series, you hope that that carries over. I'm going to be honest with you, dog. Cubs fans, you legitimately could start 5-1 to start the season. Now, you do got the Rockies and Rays after that. That could be a little bit of an issue. But at a minimum, right, you never know what's going to happen. You started off right. You get your pitching right. Things fall the right way for you. Boom. Now, all of a sudden, you're moving forward and you're feeling good about your team to start this season off, and hopefully that continues to carry over for you. Listen, I'm a Sox fan, but I like when the Sox and Cubs are good. You know why? Because I like that rivalry. I live for that rivalry. I like when the Sox and Cubs are both good, because then it's like Brewers and Cubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's that hate there that's always there. So I rock with it, man. I want to know how you guys feel about this team starting off the season, winning the first series 2-1. Both teams now on both sides of town have won 2-1. Let me know in the comments below. I'll be down there talking with you as well. As always, man, it's your boy, Pat the Designer, back at it again to continue watching our Chicago Cubs content. Make sure to check the links on the screen or check the links in the description below. Hey, yo, Chicago, y'all stay safe out there, man. Peace.